Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, my Aquarius friends and friends of Aquarius. This is the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot, and hey, I'm Zachary. Thank you guys for joining me here, and welcome to my table. So, Aquarius, please know that you did find this message at exactly the right time. You were meant to find it. All messages here are timeless, so if you do feel drawn to something, I encourage you to take a look. There is a message in there for you. So, in this period, looking at your energy and meditation to start, my Aquarian friend, what came through was kind of like it was sort of like a samurai helmet looking thing, but it also was placed on the high priestess. So it was kind of, and it sort of looked like the three phases of the moon as well. Anyway, the central disc started spinning. And so it was light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, very quickly, very much like a movie reel. Where you have the individual images that are going through a projector. I mean, that's old school. They don't do that anymore. It's all digital, but there's something about that dark space in between that is creating a distinction for the pictures to come to life, to have motion. Very much getting this message of something coming through being revealed, which isn't a surprise because we are moving into the lunar eclipse here on March 25th. I very much feel like something is being revealed, okay? High Priestess is all about secrets, and sometimes revealing them, sometimes not, intuition, but the message coming through of, like, you need the light, like a light bulb projecting through, and you need the dark, the spaces in between, to make it real, to make a movie, to make a reel. Oh, hey. Like a movie reel? Oh, I love it. That's so cute. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get into your message here for this period. This is the Fortuna deck, and I was gifted this by a wonderful friend and subscriber, Mama Dragon. Thank you so much. My new favorite deck for sure. And I did order a couple others, so you'll be able to see those, okay, you guys? Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for your love and support. I do have my 10,000 subscriber contest still going on. If you want to participate in that, go ahead and hop into the description of the video, join the Phoenix Fam newsletter, and you'll be entered for a chance to win. It is free to subscribe. Okay, you guys? I also offer personal readings if you are interested in that. There's a link to my website. What's that? The Empress is wanting to fall out here. Yeah, I feel like we're talking about some moving from that high priestess energy to the empress. It's more that concealed shadow realm to the more light sides of the divine feminine as well. Something is being revealed. Ooh, and Queen of Keys, Queen of Swords here at the bottom. Truth. Cool, let's look into it. Let's do it. And thank you guys as well. I did start a membership, so thank you to channel subscribers who are also members. I truly appreciate your support in that way. If you are interested in becoming a member yourself, you can click the join button. It's right next to the subscribe button there below the video. Okay. All right, 8 of elixirs, you guys. 8 of cups. So 8 of cups is, and aren't these gorgeous? Like, stop it. I'm totally into the holographic right now. I think I'm missing my Pokemon cards of yore. So 8 of Cups is about leaving something behind, not leaving something behind, feeling that something is missing. This is your hopes and dreams. I feel like there's something that you're working towards leaving behind, like walking away from. And this is something that you have been struggling with for a while. There is a stickiness, a trickiness, a precariousness to leaving this behind. But it is in your heart of hearts. Like, I want this chapter to close. I want to finally rid myself of whatever this is. I feel like it is in the realm of like a habit, a cycle. Could be substance use, could be the way that you navigate through relationships, codependent relationships. Something's being illuminated though too. Let's take a look. Let's keep going. Spirit, what do we have here for Aquarius? This is the Murder of Crows Tarot. And I did have a viewer say, you shouldn't murder crows. I agree. Just in case you are one of those who aren't aware, a murder is a group of crows. Justice is wanting to fall out here. This is kind of your fear shadow pile. So there is something about bringing something into balance. In order to balance these scales, though, you have to leave something behind. And I feel like this is something you're aware of, okay, you guys? This is a general message, so please keep that in mind. You are extremely intelligent. You are also a grand co-creator here. Ten of Cups just fell out also. Connecting to the divine, love, family. Please remember that. Use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher which messages are for you and which are not. And please leave the messages that are not for you behind. Check out your rising moon, Venus, any other major placements in your chart. You are more than your sun sign. You are a complex story, and I dare you guys to look, okay? Okie dokie. All right, so Hermit comes through at the bottom. Very interesting. Makes sense, being connected to the Eight of Cups, this feeling of something left behind. The Hermit is, can be isolation, solitude, but really this is the first major threshold here as far as like spiritual development or beginning this process of ascension that we run into in the tarot, the major arcana. So this is your fear, aversion, anxiety. There is a fear around, like, you need to leave something behind in order for something to change here, but it's also freaking your shit out the door. There's a fear around being left alone, like isolated. And I don't feel, or what you're going to find inside too. What is this movie reel that the High Priestess is working to project for you? There's some apprehension about seeing what's going on. So let's get into it. So you had 10 of Cups fall out there in the Murder of Crows tarot. Lots of 9s and 10s here to start. So 10 of Candles, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is about, you guessed it, like letting something go. You come to the end of your journey here, and in order to start the next journey, you have to empty your pockets of all the rocks you collected. Both good and bad, okay? Or positive and negative. 717 on the timer there. You need to make space, make room for this next leg in your journey. Two of Wands comes in here next. So there is a need to make a plan. I feel like for some of you, if this is, we'll just say as an example because it's easy. And when I say substance, it really, like, everything's boiled down to a chemical or substance, whether that is an addiction to relationships, emotions, food, sex, porn, prescription medications, non-prescription medications, drugs, alcohol, which is a drug. It all comes down to a chemical connection issue, okay? So a need to make a plan is what's coming through. Maybe you have approached trying to stop drinking, we'll say as an example, or weed. I used to smoke a lot of weed, you guys, and it was that one was probably the hardest one for me to like kick. Granted, it did also help me sleep with my narcolepsy, but that's a different story, okay? My point here is there's a need to, like, instead of just saying, like, I'm going to stop doing this, like, make a plan. Make a plan so that it'll stick this time. Give yourself a leg up here. Help yourself out, okay? Let's get a little bit of clarification here. This is the 8-bit tarot. They're so cute, you guys. The Fool, yes! I love this deck, too. It's time to start a new journey, you guys. And I feel like you can feel this. The secret that's being illuminated by the Ace of Swords here at the bottom. This is that sword that comes through with justice as well. Oh, that fell out. That's right. That's the sword that justice is holding. So once you balance these scales here, once you satisfy what needs to be balanced, I felt inclined to put this up here, actually. This is the weighing of the heart and the feather of truth in ancient Egyptian culture. So once your heart is as light as a feather, there's something that needs to be released here truth-wise. And in doing so, you're free as a bird. You're ready to start a new journey. There's something that's weighing heavy on you. So good stuff here to start. Princess of Candles. Pretty. I'm going to show you the back here too, because they're just so pretty. So Princess of Candles, this is Page of Wands. Again, new journey, you guys. Getting excited about something new. I feel like whatever this is that's been hanging on, you have also been subsequently hanging on to. When you release that, it releases from you as well. There is this free, light feeling that comes in releasing this, and you feel excited to start a new journey. This is my put me in coach card. Getting excited about doing something. Um, it's not always the best energy for like persisting through something, but I don't feel like that's the important part for you right now. You guys are just starting a journey. Having that 10 of candles, the 10 of wands there at the end, the fool, even being afraid here, hermit wise. The way through is inside, and that is what the high priestess is trying to show you is through this projection. The hermit, the answer lies within the path through. So Six of Pentacles comes in here to clarify here your good stuff. This is, I very much feel, is like getting what you're owed, like a balancing effect, similar to justice. Not so much like karmic or necessarily always being fair. Being in the good stuff here, though, I feel it's very fair. Like you're receiving what it is you're putting into something. Whatever you're given is what you're getting, okay? And you won the jackpot, and it's time for the house to pay up, okay? Yeah, pay up. Let me get some more information here on the good stuff for Aquarius. Oh, well, you guys, and the moon here at the bottom. So the moon is that unconscious realm that the high priestess is trying to project through to show you. The moon illuminates the path through as well. So what fell out here is Seven of Cups, the Magician, and Dreamland. So Dreamland is a card specific to this deck, and it doesn't actually have a meaning. It is up to the user, I guess. So Dreamland for me, I love this. Dreamland for me is very much, especially having Seven of Cups come up here. This is Dreamland, Seven of Cups. The good stuff here is that you have access to whatever it is that you want. It's like, this is a price to pay, having the Six of Pentacles. Whatever this is you need to release, there is a reward that's coming from releasing this. And it's not like someone's sitting on a cloud going, you deserve this, you don't deserve that. This is like a karmic lesson for you guys. Let's say it is drinking. There's a lot of cups in here. This is something that you've been struggling with for a while. Maybe it's the way that you treat people. Maybe it's the way you treat yourself. The way that you speak into your own life or into other people's lives. Whatever this thing is, codependent relationships, by adjusting this, making this sacrifice in this way, you are putting, because I kind of see this altar here too in the Magician, you are putting that last piece of the puzzle into place so that you can access the manifestation magic that the Magician possesses, that will. But it is as above, so below. So I feel very much like whatever's going on inside is what is being projected into your outside. If you want your dreamland, the life of your dreams here, to come into this realm, then it has to be reflected from the inside. And if there's something in the way there, in the form of shadow, and this doesn't mean we're eradicating our shadow, because that's not possible, but if you're not validating it, if you're not even validating its existence, that's a problem, right? Maybe you need to find a better balance between the light and the dark. So when you move closer to, kind of back to the projection too, when you move closer to a light, the shadow becomes longer. It's not that the shadow is necessarily bigger, but it's more like you can see the shadow more. It looks like it's bigger. So the closer that you're getting to light, the side of light, positivity, whatever, your shadow is also getting longer. And that can overcome you if you're not like appropriately viewing or knowing what's going on there. Is your shadow getting bigger? Like technically, but no, it's just becoming more magnified as far as your cognizance, okay? So in that regard, that's why it's really important to be balanced in between. If you find a nice sweet spot in between, which is what we're doing here, light and dark, masculine and feminine, That light too, that's the divine masculine. So do you really want to be on the heavy side of the divine masculine and ignore what's going on in the divine feminine? No. Vice versa. No. We're looking for that sweet spot, okay? So it's not like everything has to be torn up, but there is something that's being requested to like move away from the light just a little bit. Because it's making it harder for you to release something. And that's what this like unfreezing action with the Seven of Cups is that's coming through for me. This can be indecision. Like having the shadow magnified is causing this paralysis to move forward. But as soon as you recognize what's going on too, I feel like you have a lot more control over bringing this dream world into this world. Okay? So, what is in the dark, what you may not see coming here? You have strength. I haven't pulled this yet, but it very much reminds me of the rose in Beauty and the Beast. So, this is Leo energy. Strength is all about courage, inner strength, love winning over hate. It is also the higher mind or higher experience overcoming the lower animal impulses with kindness, with grace, not by force. So again, I'm brought back to this analogy with the light. Let's say it's drinking, okay, or changing your dynamics in relationships. The more that you are trying to force yourself to make a change here, i.e., moving closer to the light, like trying to force the darkness out, it's actually growing, right? And that's you're gonna have a bad time. That's not what you're. It's the opposite of what you're trying to do. It's like throwing water on a grease fire. You think it's gonna put it out, but it's actually making it larger. So I'm brought back to the Two of Wands here. A need to make a plan. You need to research, what do I put on a grease fire to put out a grease fire. Finding this balance, this centered place, okay, which is not static. It is emotion. It is a verb. Figure out which component it is, divine masculine or divine feminine, that you need to bring into balance. Are you feeling protective? That's the divine masculine. Are you feeling burnt out? That's too much divine masculine. Okay. A need for some receptivity, more divine feminine. Are you feeling over emotional for yourself? Okay. This isn't comparison to anybody else. For your own, I want to say normalcy, your own center. Okay. If you're over emotional for yourself, that's too much divine feminine. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, tune into what it is that you need so that you can find the central point between the light and the dark, so the shadow and the light can become equal, so that you can approach this a little bit easier. That's where I'm feeling like this grace and kindness is coming in and taming the wild animal within. You're not forcing rubbing its nose in it because it peed inside. You're gently taking them outside and going, nope, this is where we poop. Okay, this is where we do our poops and pees. All right. So, yeah, totally. Knight of Wands comes in here next. This is very much like a half-cocked kind of energy, like a need to make a plan, you guys. This is also an encouragement to keep trying, to get back up and try again. Get back up on the horse and try again. Don't give up on yourself. There's a need to try a new approach, whatever this is that you're needing to change. And I feel like that's what the high priestess is trying to illuminate to you. The secret here is that you're really close. It's really just there's a need to just kind of tweak the way that you're approaching this. If you're too close to the light, that's too much divine masculine. It's too much force, okay? You're pushing too much to get something done. Do we need to use our willpower to get through things sometimes? Yes. But what is coming through here is to be creative, which is the Knight of Wands too. And having the Princess of Candles, the Page of Wands coming through here as well in your good stuff, getting excited about starting the journey. There's something about getting excited about doing whatever this changes you need to make. Maybe you need to cut back on the chocolate. You want to stop stop smoking caffeine. Please don't smoke caffeine. Oh dear God. Whatever the adjustment is that you're looking to make, um, get a little bit creative about it, okay? Try to ease up on the force and allow answers to come through for you. Any other information here for Aquarius? Eight of Pentacles comes through and Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. I do feel like you're in a fertile time right now, and there's a need to just get clear on the steps to take and follow the steps. That's what Eight of Pentacles is saying too. This is hard work, but it's work that's worth it. Work it, because you know you're worth it. Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it, okay? If you're feeling burnt out right now, that is a need for more divine feminine too. There's a need to bring some receptive, healing, nurturing energy into the situation. I love these cards, you guys. They're so freaking beautiful. So your challenge here to start. Fortuna. Fortuna, this is the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel. I do, back to what I was saying earlier, there is very much like a karmic connection to whatever this is that you're wanting to adjust here in your life, to remove from your life. And as soon as you do, there's a reward, is what I'm very much feeling that. The challenge in this is that's freaking hard, you guys. This isn't an easy feat, but it will be worth it. And coming up on the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse as well. My words today, my goodness. Lunar eclipse on March 25th, and then the solar eclipse on April 8th. So whole season there, okay? And there are windows of time before and after. I like to explain it as a very like portal kind of time, being able to shift timelines. What was going on in the last lunar and solar eclipse season in your life? There are similar themes that are popping up here now. The lunar eclipse is in Libra, so relationships, rebalancing a lot of things, you guys. Yep. I highly encourage you to go take a look at the lunar eclipse reading as well. It's under one of my lives I did last week. So anyway, yes, Six of Swords comes through here next for your challenge. This is transitioning from something that has been rough, difficult, choppy, unsustainable, to where there is peace. And the hard part here is what I'm getting is, because there's like a help arriving at exactly the right time with this card. The help that is arriving, or, okay, slow it down. So I mentioned this song before, it's come through before, Let Me Fall. Josh Groban sings it, but it's from Cirque du Soleil. There's a line in there that's standing out that goes, the one I will become will catch me, let me fall. So it's this idea of like the person, me in the future, is the help that I need. Is that energy that's reaching back to help me now. And that's how I feel the eclipses are. You have access to your future you, your past you from side to side, every other dimension, wherever you need to access that help. That is the help that's coming through. And you may be sitting around trying to wait for that help somewhere else. Please realize that that help is you. And it, yeah, totally. And it's accessible, especially here in the eclipse season. Scusi. King of Cups comes in here next. Aren't these cute, you guys? I just think they make me so happy. I feel like I'm playing a little Game Boy. King of Cups here is finding the center, you guys, in the midst of this tumultuous storm. The notion of devotion to master the motion of your emotion ocean. So it is mastering your emotions. I feel like that is a big part of whatever this is that needs to be released that is also burning you out. That came through earlier. If you're feeling over emotional for your own experience, again, we're not comparing to other people, whatever your status quo is, if you're feeling over emotional to that, that is what's tricky and hard right now for you, is figuring out why. What are these emotions trying to tell you? I would sit down and talk to them. First of all, like 24/24, figure out which emotions you're feeling, and then go into meditation and ask them why they're there. Hey, anger. Hey, sadness. You want to look at it like inside out? Go for it. It's super helpful, you guys. I do it all the time. Talk to my emotions all the time. Okay, so Animal Spirit Oracle we're moving into here for Aquarius. You guys have Cobra. If it were a snake, it would have bit you. And I kind of feel like that is that's what's going on for you right now. The answer to help yourself, number one, it's you to help yourself. This future you, the one you will become, will save you. But it's also this concept of where are you in relation to the light? If you're pushing too hard to move to the light, the positive, the divine masculine side, the action oriented side of things, then yes, it's making your shadow look larger. And I feel like it's causing a lot more fear for you as well. So adjust that. Bring yourself a little bit closer to center. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, overprotecting, which is, ever protecting, excuse me. Ever protecting, ever loving. Ever protecting, that would definitely be divine masculine, is what I was going to say. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in these spiritual special guides who have led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, know-it-all, egocentric. To bring into balance, taking a class or study. And this could definitely be like self-help too. That's a skill for sure. Learning tools from that portion of your tool belt. But it's the concept of the teacher appearing when the student is ready. And I feel like the student or the teacher, you're both, okay? The teacher is you from the future. Who are you? I'm you from the future, Aquarius. Okay, can we get archetype messages here for Aquarius? My Aquarius friends. What are we looking at here, Spirit? This is the Wild Unknown Archetype Guide book. I have had everything pop up as far as getting in the way of sitting down to just do this reading for you guys. The shapeshifter. Interesting. 15. That's very much the devil. Your shadow, you guys. Yeah, we're talking about your shadow. Shapeshifter. It makes me think about the shadow moving as well, like I was talking about in relation to the light. Let's get into it. So the shapeshifter. Oops. The trickster, the elusive, the formless. The shapeshifter has a love of theater, games, and trickery. Its energy appears as one thing only to reveal a more complex story below the surface. The shapeshifter is within all of us to some degree. It is the side of ourselves that is slippery, non-committal, and experimental, and longs to dismiss the rules. We need its energy to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our existence. When the shapeshifter card appears, it's important to imagine you are looking at life through a kaleidoscope, rather than a single focused lens. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagined. I love that connection to the meditation, too, with the image changing. Be wary, though, as the allure of the kaleidoscope can leave you exhausted and yearning for solid ground. Dancing long-term with the shapeshifter requires a central pillar of integrity that links us back to our center. Center, you guys, center, center. So in light, vibrant, adaptive, humorous. When in dark, charlatan, people-pleasing, and trickery. Finding center, you guys. I feel like this is really important. Whatever component of yourself, the masculine or feminine, needs to be balanced right now, look at balancing that. Make a plan to approach whatever this is that you're needing to eliminate, okay? I love you guys so much. Aquarius, thank you for joining me. So stay tuned here. I do have a little bit of information on what is offered in the extended reading. If you want to join me in the extended, I'd love to see you guys there. If not, it was great hanging out with you here for a moment. I do have memberships available, like I said. You can purchase the extended reading individually. There's a link in the description, or you can join the membership, become part of the Phoenix fam there, and you'll have access to all of the extended readings. So yeah, check it out. There are different levels there you can look at to see what works for you. I will be doing lives every week as well. There are additional videos that I'll be producing here for members. So, okay, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for joining me here, and I'll see y'all very soon. All right, bye. Please join me for a signature deep dive into the energy surrounding your sign currently. We're looking at messages from your higher self, specifically pertaining to your situation. Advice in love, what is your person's highest self saying? Advice in career, what are your highest outcomes and how do you get there? Also, what is reflected currently in the manifestation mirror connected to your reality. I'll see you guys there. Check out the link in the description of the video, or feel free to join the membership for extended readings. Love you!